Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the MVSSEA Winter 2021 regular season, where we only have a handful of games left, pardon me. And tonight we have Killarney and Moscrop versus each other and playing their last games of the regular season before playoffs starts. I'm Happy Heart, and with me I have Hi, I'm Fam.
Hey.
We'll be your casters for tonight, and this is lining up to be a pretty daunting game, I would say, for Moscrop. They're currently not doing so hot in the standings, and Killarney is undefeated, 7-0. So we'll see if Moscrop's going to be able to pull off this huge upset. Do you think there's any feasible way that Moscrop can do it, fam?
Um, I'd like Moscrop to see maybe some cheese picks. Uh, those picks could be like maybe like a fully faldy sign or something, sitting in a bush, charge up his Q, or they could be
Yeah.
like a simple scaling comp, and then see if they can win from scale, like Cassidin.
Yeah, either makes sense. And by the way the draft's looking so far, I'm liking the Zaya Rakan bans coming out. We've seen the Killarney bot lane have huge success on that very powerful duo. I'm not too sure if you have to ban the Zaya directly after banning the Rakan, because once you ban the Rakan, the combo is already
Yeah,
decimated.
that's a really good point. I agree with that. Zai isn't that strong without Rakan.
Mm-hmm. And now,
Oh,
speaking of those cheese
yeah.
picks you mentioned, what do we see here by Moscrop?
Yeah, we have Seraphine Sona. Those are like double scaling champions. Once they'll build their Moonstone, they'll be healing a lot in these team fights. Then we
Mm-hmm.
see Killarney picking up early and Viego, which are really good early game champions actually. Oh, looks like we have like three top laners basically: Aurelia, Viego, and Nar.
Yeah, we'll have to
Pretty
see where those end
interesting.
up going
I'm guessing
lane-wise.
Aurelia will be mid and Viego top. I mean Viego jungle and then Nar top. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one. Of course, it could always be Irelia AD carry. That's a rare one, I think. You don't ever see Viego in the
Yeah,
bot
yeah.
lane, do you?
No, no, no.
Yeah, and neither with Gnar. So I suppose we're going to be seeing that classic scale for late versus
Yep.
early game prowess comp. And the pressure is on from Moscrop, I believe, who they're going to have to, how should I put this? They're going to have to find ways to turtle up against Killarney's very aggressive early game, because you do know that they're going to be very aggressive and try and shut down that scaling early on as much as they can.
Yeah, and I think if they actually play super safe, Killarney might actually try to star dive them, and they can get a return call maybe if
Hmm.
Killarney plays way too aggressive, and those little kills adds up, and it'll do some work late game.
That's right, as we have the final bans coming in here. Moscrop continuing to target the bot side of Killarney, and I like that because, well, for one, there's nothing else to target except for the bot side once you see the top side picks come through. But yeah, as I've mentioned already, that bot side of Killarney is very strong. Not to take away from the other members of Killarney, but Aatrox and Yuzu X. Aatrox is one of the names of Killarney's players, their AD carry player, to be specific. They've been putting in a lot of work this regular season, let's just say that. As alongside these two enchanters that are supposedly in the bot lane for Moscrop, we see these beefy picks of Cho'Gath and Set. Now this is a pro draft. I don't know if any of these are placeholder picks actually, so we can only assume for now, as the draft
Oh,
has been
interesting.
completed.
Master Yi actually being picked up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's Master Yi is kind of like Cassidin, where he's very weak early game, but once he gets those kills and items, he will do a lot of damage late game.
Yeah, and he's going to be complemented very well by the Seraphine and Sona.
Mm-hmm. I'd have the Cho'Gath for frontline as well.
Okay, and we'll be seeing you guys very shortly. We're just going to conduct the real draft soon, and we'll see you later. Hello everyone, welcome back. We missed you. This is Killarney versus Moscrop. If you're just joining us now, it's great timing. The game is just about to begin. And we are seeing some weird champion picks in this game. I mean, of course, you look at the bot lane, Swain Zyra versus the Seraphine Sona, and all across the board, really. It's not every day you see Cho'Gath mid or Gnar jungle. So, what do you make of this, fam?
Well, this is actually my first time looking at Nar being played in the jungle. And what I really like to see about the Nar is that he builds up his rage and times it up with his Mega Gnar so that he can get a looks like we have some action in the top lane. Viego stepping in and the 5-man stacked. That's a really good cheese by Moscrop.
And that's exactly who you want to see the first
Yeah,
blood
no.
go to, the Master Yi, who might be able to start this snowball this
Oh
game.
yeah, it actually went to Master Yi. That's really good. Gets a longsword here. That's 10 extra damage.
Usually with these invades, the kill's not always going to who you want it to, but that's not the case here. Supported by the Seraphine and Sona, this Master Yi could become a real threat. I think it's who Killarney is going to have to watch out for most this game.
Yeah, I agree. We have Aurelia and Viego and Swain paired up with Zyra. Really strong early game champions.
We'll have to see if Killarney is able to pressure here. As this Viego mid versus Cho'Gath, I am completely unfamiliar with this matchup. My first instinct is to say Viego wins, but as I say that, they have a little bit of a level 1 skirmish.
Yeah.
Ooh, Wenge on the Viego, stacking the Conqueror.
Oh,
Not able to make much of
actually
it.
favored into Viego heavily actually.
That's a lot of trading there.
But Viego should win once he gets his Blade of Ruin King because it does max HP, percent HP if I'm correct.
And Cho'Gath is one of those tanky champions that item is designed to fight.
Wait, do you know about the Aurelia versus Set matchup, Happy Heart?
First 3 levels are going to be difficult for Irelia, I believe, but after that, if she plays with minions and wave manipulation really well, should be able to win.
Oh,
Irelia.
really good pickup by bot lane. They
Mhm.
both have catch. Swain E and Zyra E.
Who's in that top lane. Both champions level 2, Set forced to flash out. Irelia with the follow flash is going to pick that up. So a lot of action in this early game already. First blood did go to Moscrop in that level 1 invade, but now Killarney picking up kills across the board.
3 kills per minute. Really crazy game.
Yeah, more than 3 kills per minute actually. Just about to hit the 3-minute mark now. As Set TP back, and Irelia is going in again. Very good mechanics here from Furry Ninjas, but Set's doing a lot of damage with those auto attacks. He is in trouble there. Hope his passive health regen is enough to keep him alive in lane.
Oh, here comes Yi trying to go for that gank. Viego does have flash.
Oh, flash is extended by both mid laners.
Over, or flashes towards the Cho'Gath, think he can go for a 1-for-1, but it's a little bit unfortunate. That he can get the kill.
Now that snowball by Master Yi we were talking about might be starting now. Gnar does pick up the Skull Crab there, but it looks like he's in trouble. Fails the jump over the wall after flash.
He does have flash. He's chasing. They both have red buff, just slowing down. Oh.
Yep.
You can get an auto here. You can get a Q. There we go. 3 kills.
Yep, that's going to be scary now.
Minute, basically. Yeah.
More fighting in the bot lane.
With Zyra E. They're both snare abilities. Locked up for like 3 seconds.
That's kind of an insane combo, isn't it?
Yeah,
anyone that can see it and he's squishy enchanters gonna be in trouble.
Pretty good combo. There you go. Wing in, taking a really good trade. That's half his HP.
Yep. The fighting doesn't stop, and it seems our prediction about the match was right. Viego just engages, and there's not much Cho'Gath can do to deter that.
Oh, Killarney bot lanes wanted to shove that wave bit. That was a little bit too dangerous.
They're unable to do so. And Master Yi in the bot side, smart of them to recall. We'll see if Moscrop's bot lane is able to freeze here. I think it'd be very beneficial of them if they could pull that off.
Swain does have a TP too. Oh, he doesn't use it. That's fine. Because if it does TP, then it'll be a 1v2. So he can't do much either.
Just playing coordinated with his team. Tons of good players here.
Oh, here comes Aurelia.
Ooh.
Oh, dodges the E. Set E. So he doesn't get pulled back into the tower.
Yep, and that's the best way you can play Aurelia, using that mobility with the Blade Surge to avoid all of Set's quite telegraphed spells, I would call them. I have a 2v2 in the mid lane here.
Oh, Choga does not have a flash.
Diego just wipes him out, and now Master Yi's in trouble. He's gonna drop as well. Oh, there's a 600 gold bounty going down to Viego.
Really huge. Really good counter gank by the... I swear. No.
A bit of a good read there. As Killarney looking a little healthier now that they've shut down this Master Yi.
Bot lane's looking fine for Moscrop actually. He's almost only at 9 CS below, which is not that bad considering that they died. And it's Seraphine Sona. Very weak bot laners.
Their goal is just to scale up, try and survive best they can. And as we say that, Sona's getting rooted up, ignited, but he's going to walk away with for life. As Seraphine's in trouble now, going to get tagged by that root, and even with the heal is going to drop.
Seraphine's saving that flash. Will Sona save this flash? No, she uses her flash. Smart.
Yeah, that's a max range root from Yuzu X.
Yeah,
so
that's really impressive.
Exactly what you want to see from this combo, landing their CC spells as Master Yi starting the jungle here. But here comes Viego to stop this.
He's super strong, he has W. Oh, yeah.
Meditate, not quite enough.
Oh, but it's knocking up. Viego, oh, but he goes for the piece. Choga for the piece. That's huge. And they pick up Ocean Soul. I mean, Dragon.
The Ocean Soul would have been a nice pickup this early in the game, but not quite. As more action in the bot lane, just doesn't stop. Seraphine now forced to flash.
Oh, but Choga mid though. It actually does so much damage.
Yeah, he's going for that Hex Tech item there.
Yeah.
Which is about 40 AP, plus a passive. So I'd just like to talk about that dragon fight we saw earlier. If Gnar showed up a little bit earlier, he might have been able to secure that dragon. As we saw, Master Yi had to smite for the health early on. But as Viego dropped, Moscrop was able to pick that up. Now, Master Yi's coming in.
Mid lane. Oh, but I swear he's gonna get 6.
Oh, perfect timing.
Oh, get the perfect timing.
And that is
really... Really clean play by I swear.
Just another double kill from Wenge in the mid lane. Feels like deja vu. We just saw that play a couple minutes ago. As we now have 11 kills in 8 minutes. Seems they're getting very scrappy.
Yeah, very scrappy. Oh, will Zyra look for something here? No.
Ooh, with the wave pushing in, I'd like to see Killarney freeze this.
Yeah, and then Moscrop has to walk in to shove the wave back, bounce the wave back.
Yeah, it's a big ask from the Seraphine Sona. Irelia constantly bullying this set every time we look top lane. We see her 79 to 33 CS actually. Set trying to keep himself safe with the plated steel caps, but not doing much. As in the mid lane, here comes Master Yi. Woo! That's a nice flash from Viego. Is he going to be able to survive though? No. That's a shutdown from Cho'Gath. With the feast, picks up that. Feels good for him. Correct me if I'm wrong, does that give him bonus health for killing a champion? Okay.
Cho'Gath does get bonus health when he calls, calls the champion off with his feast.
Alright, good to know. So, extra value there. Very nice. As all across the board, I'd like to mention that Killarney is out-CSing quite handily. That's going to stack up into a large gold lead. We already see Killarney at 3,000 ahead of Moscrop.
That's really huge.
Here comes Master Yi.
Really good charm by Seraphine. Walking up the win.
Yeah. Just an easy pickup.
Easy pickup.
Basic overextension Killarney. And now Master Yi, 5 and 2. So he's had some mishaps in this early game, but overall he's still feeling very good about himself.
Yeah, he's bouncing back.
As his bot lane scales up, he's going to feel better and better. Might
Oh,
trigger
oh,
that
look at
paper
this
carry.
plate. Oh, Moscrop this plate. Oh, the minions.
Oh, it
No.
doesn't look like it's gonna
It just,
happen.
it just all of the other minions. Oh, that is so sad.
Right,
Here
all
comes
over
the
this game.
Cho'Gath.
Oh, and Master Yi is there to pick up the trade. I would go so far as to say that is not worth for the
Yeah,
Viego.
that is not for Viego. He just gets a free kill there. What's top lane's getting frozen?
Yeah, plus the assist gold that Cho'Gath gets.
Oh, yeah. Cho'Gath does pick up his pro belt now. It should be a little bit easier for him to play the lane now.
Yep, first mythic items coming in. It's very good
Yeah.
to see.
We see Moscrop bot lane. They are building towards the Moonstone. Looks like they're like probably like 800 gold away. Pretty close. Oh, here comes
Viego's
Viego.
too in here. Already pops Seraphine, and looks like Sona's now to follow. That's a double kill for the Viego, who's going to drop. I was questioning that TP. It's not like he had a Rift Herald or anything to help take this tower, but looks like he's just confident enough to go for the kills, and he is right. Going to lose his life in the process.
Moscrop did. Bot lane did not have flash. Oh, here comes Theodore.
Really in a bit of trouble.
Look, can Aurelia outplay this though?
Ooh, she picks up the kill onto the
Not
Master
bad.
Yi.
For a 1v2. Oh, but here comes Nar.
Cho'Gath is in trouble now.
Should be a kill for Nar.
Oh, what? That's a trade? I did not expect that at all. That Cho'Gath
that
damage.
Cho'Gath ult ranged and damage. That's pretty insane there. Oh, okay.
He
Killarney
bit
getting
that guy
first
from
tower
a
here.
mile away.
Yeah.
First tower for Killarney.
Also now, it's like she can pick up the Sarah? Not quite.
Ooh. That
Oh,
pull
they do
from
have
Flame
flash
might
though.
have
They
put
have
Killarney
flash,
in
they have
trouble.
flash, they have flash.
Oh, but
What
usually
is
not
that
going to use
damage?
that. Not respecting the damage as the
Oh,
max
but
range
here
farm
comes
from
the-
Seraphine.
This range splashes away. Close, close, close.
Looking scary there, as this scaling bot lane, even without their first mythic item of the Moonstone, is already coming online, it looks.
Already getting that mid tower, so they can look for mastery camps to slow down his scaling.
We're seeing the choice of the Duskblade from Master Yi. I'm not too familiar with that champion's itemization, but
Yeah,
that bot?
I think it's Mastery's go-to build. As soon as he gets a kill, he can just he's like invisible, and then he has his Alpha Strike, which makes him invisible. So like it's like double invisible.
oh, I like
Oh,
that.
who was his one bundle? Oh,
They were just trading
X-Ray
autos
just
there.
clutches it out with 1 HP.
My goodness, we're seeing that all around this game, actually. These very close calls we saw earlier in the mid lane. Now we're just barely getting the transform off to gain that HP to survive and turn around the 2v2. We saw in the top lane, very ninjas on the
I'll
Aurelia.
have ults. This is a little bit risky. Oh, he wants to
Yeah,
go for the steal bit.
that
It's
was
too hard.
that was ambitious. Walking in 1 versus
Yeah,
3.
walking into, especially into Swain and Zaro, and Nar, they have a lot of CC. Oh, but Nar is just going in upon his
Yeah,
team.
he's doing the exact same as Z. Anything you can do, I can do worse, he says, as he gives the shutdown to Nar.
Oh, the knockdown. Cho'Gath does have speed.
Oh!
That's cut picked up.
Cho'Gath getting his veggies there, as he just ults the Zyra. And- Wow, this is... I keep referencing the statistic, but we have 29 kills in 14 minutes now. That's double, more than double, the kills than minutes in this game.
Actually,
And,
insane.
Maybe we're watching the LPL right now, I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is the LPL, China, the China aggression.
Chinese aggression featuring Lol Tomio, the beautiful jungler if you watch him. As I hope to see the game slow down just a little bit, so perhaps you can talk about the game in a little broader sense at least. But no, we might have a 2v2 topside now.
What is the Viego just chunked out? Oh my god! Like, Matthew just clutches his eye.
And
Are
Aurelia
they just gonna take down me? No.
not do anything there, as even
Oh,
the
they
bot
might
side
have-
more action. And even the bot side more action. Oh, Killarney's bot
Sona
side
does have flash. Oh, but then
very
when
low.
up
Ah,
ulti,
she
when
fumbled that.
he does get a health.
Seraphine
Oh,
cannot
that
do
is
anything else.
very unfortunate. for
At first,
Moscrop botting.
wow, yeah. That looked very good from Moscrop at first, and then Killarney just turned it around. Or I would actually say that's more Moscrop giving it to them. I thought Sona, when she flashed in, she was going to use the Q right after
Yeah,
to
yeah,
finish off
but
the
then
Swain. Didn't happen.
yeah, she had no damage and also Swain ulted for the HP. But that was very ambitious by Moscrop, especially when they have a Seraphine Sona. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
fine if you're getting good trades.
Yeah. Getting a little over eager there. It happens. As Cho'Gath trying to protobalt away from this Viego, who's
Yeah.
constantly been bullying him the whole game, I'd say.
Oh, but can he sidestep this W?
He can. It's gonna be enough though. Here comes a feast, and he turns that around. Master Yi, not necessary.
Yeah. Oh, but here goes Master Yi, but he does get stunned up by the Killarney.
He is going in! Oh my goodness, he almost pops the Gnar.
Gnar.
Did not expect that at all.
Very ambitious by both teams. They're making
Yeah,
like crazy plays.
they're just
Something I've seen in
going
my
in.
solo queue games.
Full limit test. As what I'd like to point out is that we saw that Cho'Gath on like 1 HP after that 1v1 with Viego, right? And we're going to have a technical pause, I believe. Ping problem to the top lane as we check the chat. But we saw the Seraphine Sona come into the Cho'Gath, and that was the ambulance. We saw Cho'Gath go from 1 HP to like 60% in a matter of seconds. That
Yeah,
was
the
ridiculous to me.
double moonstone. It's
Yeah.
really crazy. I'd also like to mention the Hail Blades Cho'Gath actually clutched that kill onto
Oh,
Viego because he gets
yeah.
that the 3 fast autos of
Mm-hmm.
Cho'Gath's E and then boom, melted.
That's good self synergy there, I'd call it.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that choice of rune there. As now that we finally have a pause, we have a chance to talk about the game, actually, rather than the fights that are going
Yeah,
on.
then all the fights.
So that healing we saw from Seraphine Sona, I'm going to say that's about a glimpse of the healing that's going to come out should this game progress longer and longer.
Mm-hmm.
As they're very low level right now. We're already seeing that level of healing, and they've only just completed their moonstones. So we
Yeah.
see the staffs of flowing water. This isn't a healing item necessarily, but the Ardent Center for Master Yi, it's going to become disgusting.
Yeah, what I'd like to point out though is that Killarney's bot lane does have Morello, which is
mhm.
anti-heal, but it is not doing anything to their bot lane. Moscop's bot lane.
Yeah, the double Oblivion Orb, helpful, but not very. The healing
Yeah,
is
not
very,
very.
very strong.
Oh!
Here comes Cho'Gath. Is he going to feast?
Going
No,
for
he's
Yuzuak.
not.
No.
Yuzuak's going to kite that out.
Yeah, and then she she B moded him. The Via.
From the Swain and Cho'Gath looking for revenge,
Oh.
but are going to walk straight to their deaths.
Ulti.
That's
No,
a great
ulti.
two-man stun. You can Gnar
Oh,
make
but
of it,
he
not
can't
much.
finish it off because of the moonstone healing.
That is just
There you go.
disgusting.
He doesn't have flash, but he does have ulti.
Going
Oh, he doesn't have
1v3,
ulti actually.
way up in the lane, and he's going under the tower. Having fun there, maybe, Viego. As I think Killarney, if they want to win this game, they will need to shut this down right now, because we keep saying it, but Moscrop is going to continue scaling harder and harder.
Yeah,
And
they need to start making good macro decisions instead of trying to limit test really hard.
yeah, I mean, they should be looking to fight, because they want to be the ones to stop the scaling, but
They should look
diving
for
under the inner
smart.
tower, 1 versus
Yeah.
3, I don't know if that's the play.
Yeah, what Killarney should try doing is grabbing Rift Herald and then transitioning it into mid. Try to break
Mhm.
them their inhib so they can get Baron and Dragon. Okay, here comes Furry Ninja, is going for the 1v3, 1v4 actually. He's gonna
Yeah,
clean
not
that up.
gonna work out.
Oh, but Yee's ambitious here, looking if he can.
Ooh.
Oh, but Yuzu just drops down the Zara ulti and then he just blows up.
Yeah, with the help of the tower. And it seems that whoever's diving in this game is the one dying.
I know.
As see if that
Oh
happens
my
here
God.
with the Viego and
Oh.
Swain.
Already
Oh, turning it on the Cho'Gath, who does drop.
Actually,
TP for set. Ulting.
oh, really good,
Oh.
and then he stuns him up. So it's
Now
slowing up.
he's on the back foot. Sona's going to tag Swain from a mile away. And Moscrop are going to turn that one on its head. A 3 for 2. Beneficial to them as the dragon is spawning.
Spawning. But here comes Aurelia. She doesn't have ulti, but maybe she might look to fight.
What kind of ARAM are we watching here, man? I do not believe this.
That is even more crazy in the air, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Moscrop can actually do Dragon here. Master Yi is up now.
And Gnar is still dead for 10 seconds. So big smite advantage here.
We do see double TP, or Killarney does have double TP, so they could use that for Dragon.
As we're facing a few technical problems here. No worries, we can treat it as another pause.
Oh, we're good.
Yep, looks like the game has
Back
returned.
online.
As yeah,
Master
let's
Yi does
assume that
double.
this is a pretty easy dragon take for
Yeah, I think
Moscrop
Moscrop
if
should
they want
try
to
to do it
start it.
right now. Just start it
They're
right
running out
now.
of time, yeah.
Yeah.
They should be
Like,
able to
the only
burst it
thing
now.
they should be waiting for is their ultimates on Seraphine and Sona there. Should be good.
It's not even going to be a contest from Killarney as Moscrop is now 2-0 in dragons up.
Shogap is a little bit stuck here. Let's see if Gnar punches them.
I think he just has to walk out and he'll be fine, but he doesn't want to. Walking back in with the set here, as we might see a 5v5.
Fight that Moscrop would like to take. Actually, does the
Wench
ulti
in the
though.
front line. Here comes the Master Yi looking to shred, but getting knocked up and stunned. Whoa, that's a
Whoa.
big Sona ult, and everyone's dancing and dying. Here comes Wenj, not able to transform in time. Swain on the back and not be able to grab the root.
That was a really good Zara ulti. Zoning off everybody. And then the Gnar ultimate going through. SW.
That's right. We saw how Master Yi could have popped off in that fight, but he just got CC'd up. So we're gonna have to see how he plays around that later on in the game. Maybe some Mikhail's Crucibles come out, or Mercurial Scimitars
Or
to
QSF,
negate some
yeah.
of that CC.
Or he could just play the Master. You could play a fight slower, seeing that if the Gnar uses all on his teammates instead. Here comes Choga. See if he can go for the solo kill here.
To level up. Oh!
Oh my
The
god,
ultimate
barely
from
touches
Diego is
out
not
again.
enough.
I
would, yeah,
that's
I don't know. If I were Diego, I'd be pretty tilted
yeah. I'd
after
be
these
pretty
occurrences.
I'm speechless, man. Like dying to Choga when
And he keeps
Diego
getting away
should win.
with 1 HP.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Diego is all the way under, up the enemy mid lane, under
is
the inner
true.
tower.
But it was a 1v1. I don't think the tower was attacking Cal. I don't think.
Yeah. Even in the 1v1 scenario, do you really expect it to be a 1v1 when you're so deep in enemy territory? I think he's lucky to get the isolated 1v1.
Yeah, it was pretty lucky to get isolated 1v1. A bit. Set might get caught up here.
It's not the best pinch from Killarney. Set is still
Oh, but
alone.
Master is
and the Master
closer.
is coming faster than the
Yeah,
Irelia.
Aurelia is still pushing the wave, and looks like Gnar is trying to recall. Bit. Will drop down. Baron is up. Let's see if Moscrop transitions into a Baron, or they could look for a force fight here at mid lane, since Gnar is dead.
5v4. Zyra's plants are doing a lot of damage here, I do believe. You mentioned the Baron take. But let's hold that thought. And Diego's going in, Seraphine getting very low, but not dropping. And here comes Master Yi to clean up. Swain and Danya's, I don't think it's going to do much, as Master Yi does drop, but picks up the Zyra with him. Swain also falling. That is a overall 4-for-1 for Moscrop, whose scaling is really coming online. We were talking about how this is going to be an enormous upset. Moscrop does manage to pull this off, and it's looking good.
Really looking good for Moscrop right now. Wait, they're actually down on gold still. Interesting. When they're 10 kills up. 9 kills up.
But as that gap has been closing, I think we'll see that trend continue. Now, obviously when you think about a team snowballing, you think about Baron takes. However, this composition, Master Yi, I think will be able to shred the Baron really quick. I was about to say their DPS is going to be low because of their Seraphine Sona bot lane, but I think the Master Yi would be enough to have a good Baron speed.
Yeah, I think Master Yi is enough. And they do have the Cho'Gath Feast to finish it off. And he gets a stack of gold.
Oh, true. It's kind of a double smite there if they can coordinate it well enough. As well as the fact that Master Yi is 2 levels above the Gnar, so it's going to be extra smite damage there, should the smite fight come through.
I actually like the build for Cho'Gath. He's starting to build tank because Moscrop does have enough damage with their Master Yi. And their Sona Zephyrin actually hits hard with those items.
Yeah, we're really seeing the power of Moscrop's composition beginning to shine now.
Yeah, the late game comp. Cheap
Fully
comp. Oh,
online.
it looks like he is. Wow, that's one shot. Is he gonna look
Good
for more?
night, Gnar. That champion has
Oh,
invisibility
that's
now,
so
apparently.
sad. Yeah, this is the Duskblade.
Getting rooted up is Master Yi, but can he make it through? He's under the inhibitor tower and is going to pop.
Yeah,
He was really
Swain
feeling himself.
flash as soon as he alpha strikes, so.
Oh, and catching Sona perhaps. He's dropping a half health. But we've seen Viego the whole time has been pushing in the bot side. I'm a little bit sad to see that Moscrop squandered that play. They could have just stuck at 5, played safe, and taken the tower. But now they have to reset, deal with the Viego, and they're doing that very well, however.
Yeah, that's really good ulti by side. Just pull
Oh!
it back into the tower.
He gets
And
pinched by the bot lane.
so that, oh, it looks like Killarney is taking a dragon.
Yeah,
See
it
if
was
they
a
can
distract all
finish it
along.
before Moscrop
Dropping
comes.
low, but Moscrop's going to
Sona.
in time. T-Drat lines out
Ulti?
ultimate. Here comes
Oh, but
Shogun.
Shogun ulti! Oh!
He just comes in
Oh,
and
and
steals
Aurelia.
that. Mine now, as Irelia is
Oh, that's so
upset
sad.
in the middle of 4.
Yeah, the Aurelia player, oh, that is very sad to see. Pressing all that CC and healing. The range to Baron, that's the right play for Moscrop.
Mm-hmm. It was
But
almost
Nart
good
is
for Killarney.
alive. Nart could steal this.
He has Flash, he has Smite,
Flash.
he's a level down, but he could make it happen. Cho'Gath's ultimate may not be up in time for this Baron.
Oh, Cho'Gath is just gonna try to shoo him off away.
The Gnar is pressured off, and it looks like an easy Baron secure for Moscrop. We're not going to see any Ezreal ults flying in to steal that one.
Yeah.
As the gold lead is now swung in Moscrop's favor.
Yeah. 500 gold lead. That's really good.
Especially for this scaling comp. I'm going to confidently say that Moscrop is now in the lead, even just ignoring gold and factors like that.
And tower.
What do you think Killarney can do to turn this around? Because the scaling is definitely not in their favor.
Against comps like Moscrop, where they want to 5v5, they should focus on splitting. Like, the Viego was bot side before, and then he actually got, like, a lot of CS and towers, and then he should keep doing that. Also, they have 3 TPs, so
Yeah.
pushing is probably their win con.
Maybe have to be some smart map play, maybe some 1-3-1s that pressure Moscrop and divide them. Yeah, that'll probably be most beneficial.
Viego. Oh, bit. After he is here.
This is the dangerous split pushing, however.
Yeah.
Diego's just gonna drop to the Yi, who's now 16 and 9. That's nearly half his team's kills. As he's not even the only threat on their team. Look at that, 11, 3, and 12 Sona. Yamka, 700 gold bounty.
Very
Beautiful
strong.
stuff.
The game Sona is so strong.
Yeah, we say late game, but we don't even see the Seraphs completed on either of these bot laners.
Oh,
And
you're
that's gonna be a
alright.
huge power spike too.
Oh,
Those
that's
are
a really good
ridiculous.
freaking ult.
Oh!
Into the Sona ults. That's the combo. The double.
Yeah. And that CC was layered very nicely.
Yeah, they're very nice. Here comes the flash.
We've seen this
Quinn does have
before.
the ultimate.
Yep, and this time Master is gonna come out successful with the
Oh,
double
they can
kill.
actually end the game here. Diego is only one alive here.
Let's see if Diego can do anything against the entire world he is. Now Set's in the top lane, so they're giving him a little bit of a chance. He has to defend these Nexus towers with his life. He's gonna have to give his life in the process. Moscrop with a huge upset over Killarney. That's actually incredible, and I did not expect this at all. They are now 1-6, and spoiling Killarney's flawless record of 7-0. They are now 7-1. Great game from Moscrop.
Solid game.
Yeah.
That was a really good team comp by Moscrop though. I would give it to them.
Yeah, that was very well drafted. I thought it was a little bit troll looking at the draft at first from both sides, but yeah, very strong from Moscrop.
Very strong.
As we see these damage charts, we saw Master Yi with 15,000 gold. Could almost say he got funneled, even without him getting funneled that game.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. I do believe this puts Killarney's first place standing in jeopardy. If my memory serves me correctly. Um, Either could be Burnaby North Secondary,
Wait, is it
who
okay if you go to? Oh wait, sorry. If you go to advanced details and then go to graphs, so you can see the damage charts. Yeah. Oh
oh
wow.
yeah, there is the Master Yi.
Both top laners doing even damage. Funny.
Yeah.
In our little island.
Viego close behind the Master Yi. Actually, I did not expect that one. I'd be interested in seeing the healing done by this Seraphine and Sona because that was becoming
Oh
very
yeah,
gross
that was
late in the
enormous.
game, and that wasn't even their final form.
That was near their final form. If they complete their seraphs, of been huge.
Hmm.
Vigo actually almost topping Master's damage.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really crazy.
a very strong champion. Riot's do special. Um, I don't know. Is there anything else you'd like to add, fam?
Um, I I like the night jungle. I think that was a really good pick
Yeah.
to see. I think it really worked. That mid lane play where he was about to get killed by E, but he turned into Meganar and then Soups
Oh
Cho'Gath
yeah.
and the Yi, and then into the W, securing that double kill. That was really
That was
cool.
a big highlight for sure. A lot of big moments this game overall. As we just had a great game, and we will have another shortly to follow with Moscrop versus Burnaby North. That'll be playing very soon, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.